Kolbrin Bible, Book 2, Chapter 15. Voice of God. Knowledge is not bestowed as a gift. 1, 37 through 40, 54, and 61. Kolbrin Bible, Book 2, Gleanings, Chapter 15. The Voice of God. GLN 15:1. The voice of God came out of the heavens unto his servants, even before the days of Wunis. But in these days it has come to certain of his devoted ones who heard it within the cavern of visions. Afterwards each wrote it down according to his own hearing, and lo, when they came together, it was seen that each had recorded the same words. Thus the things which were heard by the three and set down by them in writing, all being agreed alike, are things recorded forever. Knowledge freely given is of little value. Struggle is part of the learning process. GLN 1537. The fools on earth who shut their eyes and complain because they stumble, the ignorant who choose to walk in darkness, and the apathetic who choose paths of ease and comfort, have no knowledge of me. Their hopes are sterile. Theirs the choice of darkness. Theirs the choice of ignorance. Theirs the choice of apathetic inertia. Their learning is futile, their thoughts fruitless, and their deeds without purpose. Though man is born in ignorance and darkness, he is also heir to the guiding light which dispels them. The light is his for the taking. Then there are the awakened souls. Among men, their sustenance is my own nature. They know my spirit is among men as an everlasting source of strength and refreshment to the weary and disheartened. They are in harmony with my spirit, and therefore know me. He is not the God of war, to be looked to for victory. Good men die in battles. He is called many things, yet it does not make it true. He listens to all men, but the broken, humiliated, and sufferer is the one he is most drawn to, because they are the ones that are in most need of him at that moment. GLN 1538. Men call me the god of battles, which I am not, for good men fight each other when kings declare war. Men call me many things, but this does not make me become what they think I am. I am the hidden power which ultimately rights all wrongs, which will eventually redress all injustices. I come to all who are worthy, but it is the lonely, the unwanted, the undesirable whom I seek. To me, the dispirited, the perplexed, the sorrowful and humiliated soul is an irresistible magnet. I am the welcoming light at the end of the road, the companion who watches in compassionate silence, the understanding friend, the ever-ready arm. I am he who presides over the heaven of peace within your heart. Follow God, and he will provide what you need and strengthen what you lack. GLN 1539. To those who unite their spirit with mine, and to those who are in harmony, but not united, I increase that which they have and provide what they lack. I turn a like countenance to all men. My love for them remains constant, but those who join me in devotion to my cause are truly in me, and I am in them. This is my everlasting and unchanging promise. Unto me, he who walks with me, serving my cause, shall not perish. So join your spirit with mine, giving me your confidence and trust, and thus united in a harmonious relationship, you will come to know the supreme goal. Men say they cannot know me through their senses, and this is true, for I am above and beyond the reach of their finite senses. The senses of man are not meant to be the means for experiencing me. They are for experiencing the material spheres. They are also limiting, shutting out far more than they reveal. Yet men have within them a greater sense, which can know me, but it lies dormant in the mass of men. I am the God of men's hearts, the consciousness of all living things. I am the God of consciousness, the listener in the silences. God does not manifest in the material senses, but only through the senses of the Spirit. GLN 1540. I do not manifest to man through his mortal senses, for these are bounded by earthly limitations. I manifest through the great sense which is of the spirit. The sense of the soul, as pure light, hides many colors. So am I hidden in the hearts of men. As sparks fly from a bellows blown fire, so from the eternal fire the life sparks fly out, to glow for an instant in matter, and then fall back. As the sun radiates heat, a flower perfume, and a lamp light, so does the heart of man create his own spiritual state. The eye of man sees a pebble, a star, a sheep, or a tree, and these do not appear to him in any way alike. Yet all are differing forms manifesting in the one outflowing force, originating with me. This outflowing force generated that which gave birth to substance, and endowed it with the matrix for form. The fragments of divine spirit interpret that which the divine spirit created, but they cannot know it in its reality, for enshrouded in matter, they sleep because the material sphere is a separate part of the greater whole. The mortal part of man can never hope to know in full its boundless beauty, or experience its limitless bliss. Out beyond the limits of man's thought and conception, beyond reach of even the most vivid imagination, the wonder and glory of it all stretch out into absolute perfection, even at the outer reaches. Where eternity begins, the wonder of the inner glory remains veiled. No words of man can ever hope to describe the true nature of divine things. To the divine alone can the divine be known. The radiant living heart pulsating with love can never be known to man as man, but when man becomes more than man, he may take his first glimpse behind the veil. I am the inspiration and goal of man. I like this. I agree with it. But as of yet, I am unsure of my interpretation, so it's best that I don't offer one here. But I do believe that it is worth reading. GLN 1554. These are divine things, yet they can be set down only in the mere words of men, and will thus be reduced to things of mortal frailty. Mere words will be read, and the pattern formed by them will be far short of truth and reality. The taste of a fruit or the fragrance of a flower cannot be known by reading about them. The fruit must be eaten, and the flower smelt. Only in union with me, spirit communicating with spirit, can proof of my reality be found. Yet, because things are as they are, truth must ever be veiled from man, as man. But who would labor if laborers were paid whether they worked or not? Were they revealed to him, the ignorant man would not comprehend great things. Therefore, the light is not for him. The insincere and shallow seeker after diversion and pleasure will find little entertainment in these words. The really illuminated man will already know something of the truth, and will therefore seek it more diligently along a higher path. So these words are given just for those sincere seekers who are aware of their own shortcomings and ignorance. These will be people whose thoughts are not smothered by prejudice, who are not set in their opinions, for who among men is the most confirmed in his opinions? Who states things in the most assertive manner and talks with the loudest voice? Is it not the most ignorant? I would not let the sincere seeker go unguided. I am the light on the path. GLN 1561. Would you know the ultimate state of man when he has finally reached his goal? When he has entered into his inheritance of divinity? It is a state of glory transcending anything conceivable by him during an earthbound existence. His consciousness expands to embrace everything, all that ever was or will be. He sees all, he knows all, he is in all, and he contains all. These things come to him through infinite powers of perception. Yet he is above all such powers, he is beyond all, yet within all, he is beyond the realm of matter, freed from all restrictions. Yet he is not denied its joys, and may, if he so desires, manifest again in matter. His thoughts have the power of creation. He is one with the light of lights, the light transcending vision. He is the partaker of my substance. my Son in eternity, the inheritor of everlasting life. I am your God, the Father of man.